Here's a special moment in Lansdowne Road, and taken at a fair old lick on this occasion by the Garda band. They're getting the crowd in the mood for this big occasion. So the handshake procedure, and then the toss of the serious business can get underway. Well, you know by now, here's the lineup that Brian Kerr has chosen. Shay Given in goal. The back four of Stephen Carr, Gary Breen, Kenny Cunningham and John O'Shea. Carsley, Healy, Holland, Kilban in midfield. Morrison and Duff up front.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Brian Kerr, the 4-4-2 now. I think he's settled back on that. Obviously, without Robbie Keane, you'd hope Morrison can continue his good score and run for us. I think he's been a very lucky addition for us up front. We've got to get at them. So I hope Carr and O'Shea raid on from fullbacks, and indeed Holland or Healy, to make an impression in supporting Duff and Morrison.
Now the Russians are an unknown quantity because it's a new manager and he's changed it all around. He's stuck with the old goalkeeper. He's brought back Onopko, the veteran defender. 106th cap, Ignashevich is still there too, and Gusev from the team that won 4-2 in Moscow. But a few names we know in that lineup.
Well, definitely. I mean, new coach, and the players he's got are definitely capable of sparking improvement for him. I think in the likes of Onopko, Alenichev, Mostovoy, a lot of experience. They really know their way around. And probably Mostovoy, as the spare man in that midfield five, is the one to watch if they enjoy good possession.
Bulyakin, the tall striker, is making his first appearance. Dinamo Moscow forward. Here's our referee. You might remember him if you're a Celtic fan. Lubos Michel, one of the youngest FIFA referees, 35 years of age, took charge of the UEFA Cup final against Porto and came in for some criticism because they felt he allowed too much play acting on the part of the Porto players. He's a school teacher. He's from a town called Nitra, which is 80 miles east, 80 kilometers east of Bratislava in Slovakia, and more you do not need to know. Other than that, he refereed Holland against Ireland at the start of the World Cup campaign in Amsterdam. We're all set to go then. It's Euro 2004, qualifying Group 10. It's Ireland against Russia at Lansdowne Road. And it's Russia in white who will set the game in motion. Whistle to the lips, the game is on. 90 minutes from a guaranteed playoff place, or what lies ahead? Ignashevich. Senikov. Preponderance of Lokomotiv Moscow players in the Russian team. In terms of world rankings, Russia some way behind Ireland. 38th in the world, Ireland in the top 20. It's now Stephen Carr.
I just think, George, they did get a good draw in Switzerland, but away from home, I think their spirit and their togetherness is questionable. And I think we have to try and expose that and really put it up to them.
Came off Ignashevich, and Ovchinnikov has to leave his goal to prevent the corner. 30 goals he's conceded for Russia in 25 international appearances before today. Kilban. This is Bulyakin. And Mostovoy held off by Holland. And Shay Given gets a touch. And Gary Breen, one of three who've started every match for Brian Kerr. Here's John O'Shea. Morrison. Duff trying to take over. Morrison still. It's come free to Esipov. FCF. Holland went in that. Two-footed challenge by Smertin. Chelsea player on loan at Portsmouth. Will be familiar in the Premiership this season. Matty Holland. Duff. Dispossessed by FCF. Swirling breeze at Lansdowne Road. It's not really to anybody's advantage. If anything, it's behind Ireland, but it is swirling. Kilban did well. So too Matty Holland. And again.
That's great. I love it when a tone like that is sent. Good crunching tackles. Very solid from Matty Holland just then.
Over the top, looking for Morrison, cut out by Ignashevich. FCF. Well, that was the breeze that affected that. Prevented it reaching Senikov. Early urgency by the Irish, and Kevin Kilban was outstanding in that. Get stuck in. Stephen Carr has Hilly and Duff close by. It's Healy. Duff. Got away from the challenge of Smerteen. And out off Damien Duff. Oh, it's a goal kick. He's been around a bit. And time in Spain as well, and brought back into the squad, having been discarded by the previous coach, to captain the team. Bulyakine beaten by Breen. On Opko. It was Healy in there. FCF. Esipov trying to help it on. Duff against Mostovoy. Breen having to defend this and defending it well. Healy's there to assist. Holland. And Breen first there once more. Duff. Time to look. Behind Healy it went. On for O'Shea. Kilban losing out to FCF, but Healy sorted it out. Holland. And now it's Henny Cunningham. Holland. Healy. Everybody's back for Russia. Everybody between ball and goal. Breen. On for Carr. Another of those who started every game for Brian Kerr. Holland. Morrison against Esipov. Holland helping it on. Duff trying to get in there. Ovchinnikov comes and claims.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult for us to go through the middle like that. You mentioned it, Russians getting behind the ball in numbers. Karzi's tucking in already, so I think if we get a chance to break right side, you know Kilban will give us the width on the left. Carr needs to just, you know, move a little forward and try and look to provide that on the right.
And here's Breen, who's looked very much on top of his game in the opening stages. Kilban.
He's in good form, Breen, as well as Cunningham. We saw him last week play for Birmingham at Newcastle. Outstanding.
It's Healy. Carr and Breen. That'll sail down on the wind over the heads of the defenders. And Nopko's got Morrison behind, but the wily old campaigner knew where to put himself to ensure that the ball would go out of play. And it's proving a little more difficult than it first appeared with that wind swirling in behind Ireland. Vladikavkaz, that's where he's gone. He was without a club for a month or so on Nopko. Was on by Esipov. Offside flag has gone up. And that hangs in the breeze. Bulyakine beating Breen. Alenichev, Porto. Esipov was there, no chance here. Whistling well away.
I just think Kevin Kilbane's got to be alive to that. You know, that's the man he's got to track back with when anything like that breaks. And that was just way too much room for him to get the strike in. Look at that, everybody's kind of ball watching. And he just shouldn't be afforded that kind of space. Kevin Kilbane just stood there. Got to be more alert than that.
That's the right back, Evseyev, playing for Russia for only the third time. Not a great deal of experience in the back four. Ignashevich is only winning his 8th cap. Senikov on the left of the back four, his 7th. Here's Carr. Only way to go. Cunningham. Duff is free on the right, if they can work it to him. Morrison trying to get through. All the way through to Ovchinnikov. Evseyev. Smertin. Evseyev. Looking for Bulyakin. Cunningham with him. This is the new guy, the only new cap on the pitch today. It's Carsley, handball. Seemed to bounce up off a divot there. A free kick to Russia. Mostovoy. Celta Vigo. Mostovoy forward, Bulyakin. Mostovoy once more. Given has to come and make it his, and there wasn't much chance for him to do anything else but punch. He did well, and Kilbane has done well too. Now Morrison's ahead of him, Duff tracking through the middle. Ball out, throw to Ireland. Shay Given took an awful tumble there, and we'll watch the game go on, but he's injured himself in the process. It's Carsley, the ball's out, and the referee's attention being drawn to the fact that Shay Given has injured himself. He fell terribly awkwardly when he came to punch that ball, and it would appear he's injured his neck. He went right head over heels.
He did, and landed on the back of his neck, and his body weight just came down on that, so hope it's okay. I mean, first thing I looked for is was he going to get back up quickly? And after making a very good punch, committed himself to it, good and strong. Now this is the bit you can't help. Goes over, don't quite see it, but he did land on the back of his neck, and I pray he'll be okay.
Terrible tumble he took, but it was a terrific save. And goalkeepers have to be brave.
That looks really nasty, doesn't it? He was up quickly, and then as soon as he knew the danger had gone, he began feeling the back of his neck.
Nicky Colgan played against Australia. Just warming up, but Given won't want to come off, and obviously it's nothing but a bit of a shake that he's taken, and Kieran Murray is happy that he stays on, the physiotherapist. He's fit to continue. Be a bit sore in the morning.
You took the words out of my mouth. That is one of those that might not feel too bad for the rest of the game, but by the time he wakes up tomorrow, he'll know all about it.
Mostovoy. You think back what happened when he did punch it clear, it turned defence into attack. Kilbane was away, really building from the back. Evseyev, Ignashevich, Onopko. Evseyev, Esipov, Smertin. Bulyakin didn't appear to know quite what to do there. Ireland have got the possession back. Van helping it on, but just went too far for Clinton Morrison, who's got a great record of the Irish shirt. 5 goals in 11 games. That's not a bad return, just under 50%. The noise is always immense. Keane got there. Esipov nearly intercepted. Cunningham has shepherded it back to Given. That's towards Carsley. Beaten to it by Senikov at the expense of a throw to Ireland.
Well, Esipov looks as if he's nominated to get up in support of Bulyakine any chance he can. And then you've got Alenichev and Gusev in support as well. I mean, Mostovoy and Smerty, if anything, are just sitting a little deeper in midfield, just trying to get things going.
O'Shea, Kilban. O'Shea continued the run. Ignashevich is there. Onopko says, give it to me and I'll clear it, which is what he does. Bulyakine got the touch. Smertin, Mostovoy. Challenge was by Matty Holland, and it's now with Alenichev. Onopko. Senikov. Another handball against Carsley.
Yeah, that one was unlucky. It just struck him. His arm was out.
Smertin. So Shay in. Holland couldn't quite control it. Senikov. And Breen deceived a little bit of the breeze there. Held his ground well. Mostovoy. Alenichev. Mostovoy against Carr. It's still Mostovoy. Holland trying to get into dispossess him. And the ball is eventually broken for Ireland quite fortuitously. It's Morrison against Ignashevich. Kilban did well to nick it back. It's O'Shea now. Holland. Kilban. Duff wants him. Kilban back for Holland. Healy pushes on. Instead it's O'Shea. Duff has won the throw. It's Kilban. Looking for Duff again. Here's Duff. Corner.
That was lovely skill from Kilban. That's the kind of thing you need. Little imagination to create that opening. That was a good tackle in the end from Ignashevich. Had to make it because Duff was looking to pick someone out.
Now, the breeze, remember, is behind Ireland here. It needs to be hung up to invite the header. O'Shea's on the near post. Breen's up there. Kilban's a tall man too. Duff's on the edge of the area. Stephen Carr will take the corner. Carr looking for Breen. Headed clear only as far as Duff. Job completed by Senikov. Cunningham had stayed back. Forward it goes once more. That was Smertin. Gusev. And back for Evseev. Kilban in firmly again. Kilban still there. Now two in the middle. Morrison and Duff. Kilban hoisted towards Damien Duff of Chinikov. Big enough. But what about Kilban? Kevin Kilban's having the game of his life.
Well, he's got to be in good spirits at the moment after the move to Everton. But I'd like to see more of that. I thought we started the first couple of minutes, Kilban and Holland, good tackles. I'd like to see us close them down a bit quicker again. For me, the Russians are passing it better.
O'Shea away. Gusev. Esipov. Alenichev. Esipov. Gusev back for FCF. Senikov. They're comfortable on the ball, aren't they?
Very, and that's the one thing. What's gone, you know, 17.5 minutes. That's the one thing you didn't want to be able to say, that the Russians look happy, look comfortable, and look pretty settled. More of that is required. That's much better from Ireland.
Here's Carsley. Carr. At the back is Healy.
That's better, and I'm glad to see the right flank being used as well. I talked about Stephen Carr having to try and provide that if an opportunity arose, because everything's been concentrated on the left up to now. Decent ball, but always just that little bit too far for the stretching Colin Healy.
Well, the right idea. Good to see him arrive in there also. O'Shea falling over. That's unfortunate. Bulyakeen still. Cunningham with him. O'Shea has injured himself. Smerteen shoots. Goal kick, but the bad news is John O'Shea, in standing on the ball, has injured himself and is still on the ground.
Question is, you know, what has he done to himself? Hope he's not turned an ankle over or something like that. I mean, he's getting ready to look up.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
It could be anything. You stretch the groin, anything. I thought Kenny Cunningham did extremely well, just to stand up to his man. Good experience, didn't dive in. This was a shot in the end, but it could very nearly just pulled onto Esipov, who was decently situated.
John O'Shea scored his first goal for Ireland against Australia and followed up with his first goal for Manchester United. But he looks a bit shook. Explaining what he felt. He's on the touchline receiving attention. Ian Hart, meanwhile, is just making himself ready in case he's called upon. Gilban. Duff. O'Shea is just moving up and down the touchline. You just see him there, moving a bit more freely than he was. Tackled by Healy. A free kick has been awarded. O'Shea wants to come back on, so it can't be too bad. A real nip and tuck this, and we haven't really seen any concerted Irish attacking in the opening 20 minutes. It's been more counter-attacks. But then that's been dictated by the fact that the Russians are holding possession very well. He's back. Anopko's gone forward. Bulyakeen's a big man. Here's the free kick from Smerteen. The header was Bulyakeen's. It's a goal kick.
Well, fortunately for us, it was just ever so slightly behind Bulyakeen. That's why he couldn't get good contact on it and keep it down. He's just had to try and arch his neck back a little bit to make sure he got good contact on it, and it was helpful to us. But again, not a good sign with him being free.
Gilban. Breen in to solve that problem, but Mostovoy's won it back. Mostovoy, Esipov breaking on his right, and Healy snapping at his heels. It's Gusev. Well, three of them went for the same ball. It's Mostovoy, stopped by Healy. Senikov. Alenichev. Smerteen. And FCF. Gusev. Esipov. Made a present of it to Matty Holland. Gilban's there to assist. And now O'Shea.
Well, we're talking beforehand about the new coach. Will he spark something for the Russians? You'd have to say they're brighter to the ball, and they're brighter on it. I think John O'Shea might be still struggling a bit as well. This might tell us a little bit more. Seems to be moving gingerly still.
Darragh Maloney is on the touchline. We'll have news for you as soon as we get it.